Hello and welcome to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords. Running the restored content modification because it fixes a lot of bugs and glitches and things. We are going to be playing because no one voted on the class. A Jedi Guardian. And we are going to be Metra Surrik. I want max charisma. And decent intelligence. I don't need wisdom at all. I do need good constitution. Yeah, that's what I want. Maxed out con. What's recommended? Let's go with recommended and we'll go from there. And then... yeah, that'll be our class. And then skills. Max out persuade. Max out treat injury. Cool. And then for feats, I would like, because I'm going to be doing something unconventional. So we're going to take dueling. Pretty sure I spelled that wrong, but who cares? Into the abyss. We're gonna skip that because YouTube copyright's a bitch. Long story short, Revan. Yeah. Skip prologue. Blah 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 blah. Righto. That was an unexpected outcome. Give me 1 second. Nothing to do with the actual video, just weird stuff.
Awaken.
Disclaimer, this is actually my second time recording this video because the first time I had the audio turned down super low. So, and this is a very audio log heavy episode, so yeah. First time around there was a lot more. Well, what should I do? Oh no, I didn't plan for this. And now I'm just like, I don't really care. Just max out. Get higher intelligence and higher con, because intelligence means I get better skill points, which is really good for crafting, and con is really good because that means that I can use the implants, which will boost my stats above the norm anyway, which is what I want, which is great. So, yeah, basically, three order of business is they need to be done. One, no spoilers. Already beaten the game twice, so you're only ruining it for other people, and that's just a dick move, so any spoilery comments will be deleted. Second thing is, I suppose I should tell you guys what's going on since I skipped the intro reel and the prologue. So, sometime after the events of the first game, Revan went off to once again figure out what evilness is going on at the edge of the galaxy. During so, he needed assistance, and he sent the Ebon Hawk with T3M4 and HK-47 to go and find some allies, and they found this character, Metra Surrik, who worked with Revan during the Mandalorian Wars. The rest of it you'll figure out as we play, but long story short, the ship was attacked, and T3M4 repaired the ship enough to get us here safely. And whatever's rest, our character is unaware of, and we will find out as we play. That's pretty much it. Also, just because, in general, in case I forget, well, we'll do that after this. Not getting into that, we're getting into story stuff. So. Dead people. They want me to craft shit. Whatever. Logs. Access log.
Still examining the survivors of the damaged freighter. Looks like it goes by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Only one survivor, placed in the KotOR tank for recovery. The carbon scoring on the vessel suggests it was in a battle, but no indication of who fired on it. Couldn't get much from the Nava computer. I'm surprised the ship was able to make it inside the Paragus asteroid field without the asteroid drift charts. Aside from the lone survivor, we recovered an old woman. No life signs. There was also a protocol droid and a utility droid on board. Sent both down to maintenance while security sorts through the other items on the ship. It looks like the utility droid, a T3 unit, was able to get the ship working enough to get to the colony. We're prepared to...
The log ends.
Could be a Jedi, but we won't know for sure until we get the transmission back from the Republic. If the survivor is a Jedi, that would account for the recovery rate. But I'm more concerned that a Jedi here may cause trouble. Some of the miners, especially KotOR, are already Another accident today. A detonation in the ventilation tunnels. If the lockdown measures hadn't activated, the whole facility would have been destroyed. Got most of the injured to the KotOR tanks in time, but the rest had to go to the morgue. One of the wounded said a droid caused the accident, but we couldn't get any specifics.
Alright, let's see the last log.
Miners about the Jedi. A number of the droids have been acting oddly, and not even memory wipes seem to be fixing the problem. There was a detonation in another one of the fuel vents the droids were working in. We deactivated several of them, and moved them down to maintenance. But we're still treating the plasma burns. That cuts us down to almost half shifts, and with the droids malfunctioning, we may not make the Telos shipment for this month. Fortunately, the detonation didn't cause a lockdown.
Warning. There has been a fuel detonation in the mining tunnels. Emergency lockdown commencing. All personnel report to quarters and prepare for emergency venting countermeasures.
No! If the ventilation systems are malfunctioning, evacuate the medical bay! Everyone evacuate!
Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. I think that was... Oh, no, patient treatment. I want access. Life signs? They're all dead. Other than me. Nice. Treatment. That seems odd. Someone tried to kill me and ended up killing everyone else. Well, story of life of the Jedi, I guess. Oh, I just had a terrible, terrible thought. Sorry, mates. I've got to go and make sure that I didn't break everything on accident. And so there's gonna be some stuff. Don't worry about it. Yeah, cool. Yep, I saw the button. Cool. I had a momentary moment of panic where... Anyway, don't worry about it. Looks dead, but no sign of what kills her. Okay, cool. And then she's like, ooh, I'm alive. Yeah.
Find what you're looking for amongst the dead.
You were dead.
Close to death. Yes, closer than I'd like. You have the smell of the KotOR tank about you. How do you feel?
Enough with the false concern. What do you want?
I am Kreia, and I am your rescuer, as you are mine. Tell me, do you recall what happened?
Last thing I remember, I was on board the Harbinger. What happened to it?
Your ship was attacked. You were the only survivor. A result of your Jedi training, no doubt.
I ain't no Jedi.
Your stance, your walk tells me you are a Jedi. Your walk is heavy. You carry something that weighs you down.
The Jedi Order and I have a troubled history.
So it would seem. Keep your past and let us focus on the now.
Very well. How do we get out of here?
I do not know. I was removed from the events of the world as I slept. A survey of the surroundings may provide the answers we seek. The ship we arrived in, the Ebon Hawk, must still be in this place. We should recover it and leave.
Care to explain why you're in such a hurry?
We were attacked once, and I fear our attackers will not give up the hunt so easily. Without transport, weapons, and information, they will find us easy prey indeed.
Are you sure there's nothing else you can tell me about this place?
Even as I slept, I felt much unrest here. I saw strange visions, minds colored with fear. Now, everything here feels terribly silent. A last word of caution. I would find out as much as you can about this place quickly. I fear we will need to depart as suddenly as we arrived.
Well, I'll go look for our ship and some weapons.
You may wish to extend your search to some clothes, if only for proper first impressions.
Patients in the med day were killed by a lethal dose of sedatives. Any idea how it happened?
I do not know. Why did they spare you?
They didn't. Same dose, but survived.
Indeed, a Jedi trance could protect one from such poisons. In fact, the sedatives may have been intended to keep you unconscious for some time. It would prove lethal to those untrained in such techniques, however. Most curious.
You seem to know a lot about Jedi techniques.
And so do you. Perhaps we could discuss it at length later on. Now we have other concerns, among them finding our new enemy.
I'll return to make sure you're all right, I guess.
I leave you to the explorations of this place. Here I will remain and attempt to center myself.
But us playing the canonical Metra Surrik means that I can't just ignore Kreia like I want to. But it is what it is, what it is, what it is. And the door shall open, and then we shall run. And then we gotta check to make sure we can. Lab station. So I can only craft basic med kits. Basic stimulants, which are actually really useful. I can actually craft some mines. And some granados. Although I'd much rather ion grenades. But my skill in explosivos is not great, so... Vibro cutter, good. I will equip that instead. I'll proper weapon. Alright.
Emergency lockdown is in effect.
Alright. This way. Critical strike. Critical strike. A mining laser. Nothing else of value. Ah. And again, I'm guessing I can't access it.
This is the exit, but it is sealed. Strange. In my visions, it was open.
Is to get the access terminal. Security tunneler. Actually, I should be able to do this.
Is this thing on? All right, all hands, especially you, KotOR. Listen up, because I'm not gonna say this again. The next one of you Juma heads to try and smuggle a blaster, or so help me, any sort of military-grade frag weapons into my facility is gonna take a long walk out the airlock. Why? Because in case you forgot, Paragian fuel explodes at high temperatures. That's what blasted that chunk out of Paragus 2 and created this asteroid field. So if I catch any of you with anything other than sonic charges or mining lasers, I'll burn you and your contract. Security out. And according to one of the miners, it was because one of the sonic charges went off prematurely. And like before, it was one set by a mining droid. The three idiots were grouped so close to the charge, it might as well have been a grenade going off. The blast turned their bones to dust. The blast wrecked the internal components of the droid that set the charge, though, so we can't even dissect it to see what happened. I don't like what's going on here. Ever since that Jedi showed up, things are getting worse. It's not just KotOR and his miners, or the fights, but now the droids are acting crazy. If we don't find what's causing this, or who, this facility is going to be space dust by the time the next Telos freighter arrives.
Alright, well, let's see the mining droid maintenance logs.
So, you're in maintenance. Then maybe you can tell me what's going on with these droids.
Sir, I don't know. It's like their behavior cores are undergoing binary decay, but I can't find the source. This shouldn't be happening.
Well, that's reassuring. It isn't happening. So the next time we nearly have a breach in the ventilation tunnels, I could just close my eyes and pretend it's my imagination. You better give me some answers. I want to know the damage these droids can do if they start mining us instead of asteroid rock.
Sir, these droids aren't combat models. Their mining lasers are weaker and less accurate than blasters. I doubt those droids could even hit one of us.
Are you blind? What about the miners in Medbay? It's sabotage, and it started right after the commander said we weren't going to sell the Jedi to the exchange. So I want you to find out how these droids are being sabotaged. That'll tell me who's trying to clear a path to get that Jedi off the facility and stop him. In the meantime, make sure the security's armed with all the ion and sonic charges you can find. If those droids start coming after me, I'm gonna need more than low-grade mining lasers to take them down. Clear?
Yes, sir. Maintenance control out.
Idiot.
Well, it's interesting that the droid was mentioned. Or rather, the exchange was
I
mentioned.
installed an override switch to shut down any droids on this level, just in case someone locks me out of the administration console. As added insurance, I tied the override switch into the circuit to the holding cell door. It'll make sure it can only be opened if all droids in the level are shut down. I doubt KotOR or any of his men have the skill to pull off something like this, but I'm not taking any chances while we're sitting in the middle of this asteroid minefield. Whoever's responsible won't be able to have the droids rescue him after I lock him up. Nothing will cut through that door. He'll be trapped.
Apparently numpad doesn't work. Alright then, option number 5.
I secured the stealth field generator inside one of the footlockers in the security storage room. If I have the specs right, the interface field should be effective against the droid's sensors. All I need to do is equip the belt, and some skill with stealth in order to use it. As long as I don't get too close to the droids, they shouldn't detect me. If any more droids start malfunctioning, the belt should buy me enough time to get to the override switch I set up in the communications blister console. I'd rather shut them down than destroy them. I want to find out how these droids are being sabotaged, maybe even turn them against whoever's sabotaging them.
Interesting. Alright, well. It's useful enough, I guess. Let's go back to main functions. Again, numpad doesn't work. Security records, I already looked at that. Main functions, camera controls, main security office. That's where I'm at. Security storage room. That's where all these nasty looking droids are at. Let's look at communications blister. It's also, no. 3. There it is. Alright, that's the console I need to get to. Holding cells. Maybe someone who can be of use. Emergency access to mining tunnels. That's back where I was. Good to know that nothing's hanging out there. Alright. Alrighty. Let's go get this locker room.
Be careful. There is much energy in the room beyond, yet it stems from nothing that lives.
Kreia, what?
Can you not sense them? Reach out. Cast aside your sight. Cast aside what you see, and instead reach out with your perceptions.
Or you know, like the security camera.
You can feel them. The droids you cannot perceive, but the small oscillations of energy.
I used the security cameras. I knew they were in the room. Ooh, you should save your game. It's like, no, I'm not going to save the game. I'm playing as a Jedi Knight. If a Jedi Knight with the light level can take on 3 shitty mining droids.
Ah, you hear it. It is faint, but it is
then it's not worth being a Jedi Knight. Kreia, I'm in the middle of a fight, god damn it. There's another droid left. I feel strange, like the sedatives are wearing off.
It is the Force, you feel. It has not been so long as for you to forget.
It's so stupid, I'm still in the middle of the fight. It's like a sound, but...
Do not turn away from it. Listen. Feel it echoing within you. Come. I shall guide you down the familiar paths. You will need it if we are to survive and escape this place.
Yep. It's also... There we go. Thank you for being patient while I had that mental talk with Kreia. I appreciate that. Alright, it wants me to level up, so I guess I'm leveling up. Ooh, I can't take that. Well, I'd rather have awareness. And then the question is what feat, because I can't take improved dueling. I would like more class skills, but it's irrelevant if I don't have more points that I can actually throw into it. Toughness is good for extra vitality points, but I already have high constitution. I could plan for the end game and take the weapon focus lightsaber. But I'm playing as a Jedi Knight, so I'm going to get enough feats to boost that anyway when the time is relevant. So and I can't take improved critical strike yet. I already have dueling, so there's no point to do two-weapon fighting. I suppose I'll do conditioning. Ooh, Gearhead's good. I'll do empathy, because all my skills that I have are empathy related. Yeah, I'll do empathy, and then I'll do saving throws. And then force powers, because I can choose some force powers, is going to be 5 plus level and wisdom and charisma. Distracted won't notice. That's not really useful. Throw lightsaber is good, but only if I have a lightsaber. And affect mind is a pretty cool tool, but I'm gonna be using persuasion primarily, so I don't really need that. So, well, stasis field is always good. Stun droid. Just because I know, because you can. Can't you level it up to be AoE? Yeah, you can level it to be AoE. So stun droid and force push are really good. But considering I'm fighting a bunch of droids, I'll do stun droid. Oh, I probably should have done the one that... Ah, whatever. Say I don't get much force powers, so I can't go full all out. But you know, it's not that big of a deal. Again, having strong anti-droid capabilities is always good to have. I like how she's like, go find a pair of clothes to make a good first impression, and then you can't find any. So ridiculous.
Emergency lockdown is in effect. Turbolifts have been sealed.
Well, you know what? Even though I know this is the wrong way to go, yeah, no, that's dead end. That's just a docking door. I can't get to there. Man, you really can't find any clothes to make a good first impression. Although I imagine the lack of clothes will make a good first impression. But we'll see. Well, at least I got a bunch of med packs. Emergency healing when I need it. Now where is this guy? This guy. That's where I came in from, I think. Yep, that's where I came in from. So where is Mr. There he is.
Beyond this door, someone yet lives. Be mindful. His thoughts are difficult to read. But you have nothing to fear from this one, and he might yet prove useful.
Sure about that, Kreia?
Nice outfit. What, you miners change regulation uniforms while I've been in here?
Keep those eyes up and tell me who you are.
Atten Rand. Excuse me if I don't shake hands. The field only causes mild electrical burns.
Huh. Well, care to explain why you're locked up?
Security claimed I violated some trumped-up regulation or another. Take it up with them if you want. But they stopped listening to me shortly before they stopped feeding me. Now that's criminal.
This facility's deserted. What happened?
You mean before or after that Jedi showed up? Either way, it's a real short story. You see, this Jedi shows up, and you know what that means. Where there's one Jedi, the Republic will soon be crawling up your ion engine in no time. But the story gets better. See, some of the miners get it into their ferrocrete skulls that since the Jedi's unconscious, they can collect the bounty the exchange has posted for live Jedi. Well, what passes for the law here didn't like that idea. So the two groups started fighting. Then there was some big explosion. I was sitting here for a long time. Then you showed up in your underwear and things got a lot better.
The exchange?
The exchange is a big crime outfit, mostly operate out of Nar Shaddaa. Spice running, gun trafficking, slave trading. Now I guess they're posting bounties on Jedi.
Were the Jedi interfering in the exchange's operations?
Don't know much about it. Maybe the exchange wants one as a trophy, or somebody's got something against Jedi and is looking to collect. Not many Jedi left. Wouldn't surprise me if the bounty's pretty high.
What happened to the Jedi?
The ones that weren't killed in the Jedi Civil War ended up switching off the lightsabers long ago. Word is there's not even a Jedi Council anymore, but who knows?
I heard rumors of war. Well, the stories I heard were of the Sith, not the Jedi.
Yeah, Revan, Malak, and the Jedi that went to join them in the Mandalorian Wars. They turned against the other Jedi and had a scrap that almost laid waste to the galaxy. Where have you been?
I heard rumors, but little else in my travels.
Well, I wasn't there, but like all Sith, Revan and Malak turned on each other. After they turned on the Jedi, of course.
Rumors I heard say that Revan... No. I was led to believe that Revan saved the Jedi and the Republic.
I guess. There's rumors all over space about it. All I heard was Revan returned to pay Malak back for trying to kill her in the first place. You know women.
How long have you been in that cage? Revan was a man, not a woman.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I just hoped Revan was a woman.
I have more questions for you.
Look, not like your half-naked interrogation isn't a personal fantasy of mine, but... Hey, wait a minute. You're that Jedi the miners were talking about. Where is everybody?
I don't know. The facility seems abandoned.
The miners can't all be gone. But if they are... Look, hey, let me out and I can help you. I can. I've gotten out of trouble countless times.
Tell me your plan, we can go from there.
This facility isn't a military installation, which means we may have a chance. You shut down this cell security field and I can reroute the emergency system so we can get to the hangars. We grab a ship and then we fly out of here.
One thing. The patients in the medical bay were killed with lethal doses of sedatives. Know anything about that?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Just wanted to make sure you knew anything, and you don't.
So you done interrogating me, or are we gonna work together and try to get out of this mess?
Hey man, I didn't make sure you weren't trying to kill me. I trust you enough, though. And if we work together, we might be able to get out of this mess.
Great. Now to business. Let's get to the command console.
Let's go. Do 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 do.
All right, here we are. Now this console is set on automatic hail. You may have heard it when you came in. The asteroid drift charts are constantly being updated, so it sends out a transmission to incoming vessels so they don't get crushed into space dust. The hail warns them to keep their distance until orbital drift charts are transmitted, and then provides docking instructions to incoming ships, usually freighters. Thing is, you can bounce that same transmission back to the comm here, and suddenly you've got access to the communication system from the inside. Pure Pazak. The console's ours. Now, all we need to do is reactivate the turbo lifts, cancel the emergency lockdown. Hey!
What's wrong?
This system's been severed from the main hub, after it was locked down from remote. You can't even reroute the system, it's been cut clean.
That would not be standard procedure in an emergency lockdown.
No. Someone tried to lock down this whole level tight, and leave us here. Trapped.
Is there anything else we can do with this console?
I doubt it. All we have is communications back. For all the good trying to shout in a vacuum will do us.
Can we try and contact one of the miners?
We could try. But if the miners were trying to trap you up here and probably kill you, why not call them and chat? I don't think a friendly call is going to wake them up.
Maybe there's something logged in the terminal that can give us some answers.
Be my guest. Not much else we can do. The comm's all yours.
Anyway, check logs. Access log.
Tracked the freighter in. Was lucky it wasn't destroyed when it drifted into the asteroid field. Not much on board. One damaged droid, one annoying protocol droid, and a lot of bodies. Sent the survivor to medical and the others to the morgue. Didn't recognize the ship's ID code, so we transmitted it to the Republic for some answers.
questioned the protocol droid about what happened. Says his master, the survivor, I guess, was on the Republic ship the Harbinger, and it suffered an engine failure. He says the survivor was a passenger on the vessel and a Jedi. If so, that's gonna mean true. Inventoried the bodies and cargo. Everything matches the protocol droid's story. The T3 droid had seized up, so he left it in storage in standby mode. Don't know what code will access it. It could be it's voice activated for all we know. We put the protocol droid to work in maintenance, sorting the mining droid comm routines and updating the recognition sensors. And to shut him up. When the survivor recovers, hopefully we can get him off this station before there's trouble between the work shifts. Word of the Jedi leaked out and the miners aren't sure what to do with her. KotOR's mining crew wanted us to collect the creds for the bounty the Exchange has on Jedi, but I put a stop to that. We're contacting Telos to get the Republic records on the Jedi, but nobody will know word from the Republic. But I've sent out a broadcom transmission for records on this Ebon Hawk. One of the miners said it used to be a smuggling vessel. Accidents are making the miners restless. The droid behavior course must be undergoing some kind of binary decay. 2 miners were drilled by a droid's mining laser, and those blasts in the ventilation tunnels nearly caused the whole facility to blow.
Very interesting. Main functions, comm systems, dormitories, nothing. Hangar bay. Low-pitched whistles and beeps. Utility droid. Can you read me? Do a diagnostic, then follow my instructions. We're trapped at an iteration level. Can you unlock the turbo lifts? There must be some way out of here. I'd rather risk it than be trapped up here. Got my weapons, got my armor, gonna equip my droid with the droid things. Got an upgrade slot. Got a deflector shield. Got a mining laser to fry my foes. Let's go. T3 and 4. Let's go. Go, 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 go. And get the Jedi lady out of here, along with her weird, roguish friend. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Gotta make sure I got all the loot, because if I don't, then I'll probably die. And yep, I got all the loot. Let's make sure that it is equipped, otherwise we will probably die. I am the superior droid. I helped old Revan take down my leg. I am the most bestest droid. Only one better than me in the galaxy. Do do do. Nobody better than me. Do do. At cracking open computer consoles or breaking down them special doors. Only one droid better at fighting. But if I'm real, why not just have a Jedi or a stabby Mando? Do that job just for you. But you know what they can't do? They cannot open doors. They cannot breach security. They can't kill a horrible Sith with just a couple of computer clicks. My shocker, I just ain't doing the trick. Ah yes, what I was going to say before we got rudely interrupted by Kreia. Oh no, I need to read that. Is that, you know, if you enjoy RPGs and stuff, you should try listening to We Play RPGs podcast, man. It's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. I'm in there. I play Roboth Mirax. He's a medieval game. He's a dragonborn warlock. Yeah, dragon pack warlock, man. He can tank. He can magic. He can blow shit up. He ain't that wise though. But you know, it is what it is. Available where all podcasts can be found. But I need to read this. Per to the Pure Lines, I found the sonic charges attached inside. I checked the work logs, and only the droids have been in the air. I tried to contact security as soon as I found the explosives, but I can't seem to get a single through. I removed the remote detonators. I'll keep the explosives on me until I can put them in a secure hold in the hangar bay. Useful. Let us see. A go-a-dee-da-ba-da-doo-ba-dee-doo. I got what I need. Gonna take a shot to the face. I remember, 'cause they got shields, and the shields really quite a bitch. But you know, that's where we're gonna save here. So if I get fried, at least I get another try. Pop my own deflector shield. Ion blast. Blast. Ion blast. And ion blast. That was clutch there a little bit. What else do we got? Who else wants to give it a shot? Doo-doo. T3M4, I am the best. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Getting a little too old for the shit, y'all. Ooh. 3CFD. Aw. Uh-oh. I'm getting worried because there's some damaged droids. You know, the regular kind. Alright, what can I equip here? Nothing good, nothing good. Cool. Let's keep rolling. The Ebon Hawk lies in the hangar bay. I need to get to that ship. I will need to override it through the console. Understood. You will need to override it via the console. Understood. Yep. Several parts are moved from the console, and the laser drill has been used on a number of subsystems. Despite the sabotage, basic functionality was intended to be restored quickly by repairing missing parts. Replace missing parts. Functionality restored. Emergency commands. Damage inoperative. Run diagnostic. Check subsystems. Open blast door to hangar bay. So I have to replace the conduit open to the floor depot then. Hangar logs. Incoming, outgoing, need orbital drift charts. Without it, transmit drift carts. Nav computer. Okay. So I have to wait till just before takeoff. Alright,
A lot of cargo from the Jedi's freighter is being stored in the secure cargo hold until we can pass it through the quarantine checks. And as requested, all the programming spikes the security officers wanted confiscated have been stored there as well, to prevent further system compromises. The secure cargo hold should be safe enough. If anybody wants to break into it, they'd have to blow it open with explosives. A lot of cargo from the Jedi's freighter is being stored in the and as requested. Who ordered the mining droids to repair that Jedi's freighter? I come in here off the work shift and 3 of them are repairing the port stabilizers? Did I miss something? Is somebody planning a trip? Because orders were that the hangar was to be locked down ever since that Jedi arrived. I don't know what maintenance is up to, but you can't just commission droids for repairs, especially with half the work shifts in medbay. Those droids are needed to repair the ventilation tunnels before gas builds up to terminal levels. It's not like that ship can go anywhere anyway. Even if it had the asteroid orbital drift charts, the navicomputer's been voice-locked. You'd need the access code to get it spaceworthy. Considering this latest droid commission breach, I'm putting the droids in this section under the control of the current dock officer. If anyone sends commands to the mining droids outside this terminal, I'll be forced to enact full override. Looks like those droids got the vessel working again, even with all the damage it had taken. The maintenance officer still won't admit ordering them to fix it, though. Regardless, still no luck accessing the navicomputer. It's been voice-locked, maybe by one of the corpses we found on the ship, like the old woman. If so, that ship isn't going anywhere, unless we rip out the navicomputer and put in a new one, if we even had one to spare. The only reason someone would lock their navicomputer is to hide their astrogation charts. Someone didn't want us to know where that ship was going, or where it had been. Only smugglers do that, or someone with something to hide. That Jedi's got a lot of questions to answer.
Nothing, 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 nothing. Alright, comm system. Diagnostics. Burned out. Well, with that, I bid you adieu. Again, if you like this, like it, subscribe it, comment on things. And, you know, if you like me playing RPGs, check out We Play RPGs podcast. It's on anywhere you can find podcasts, like, you know, the Apple podcasting app. And we also have a website. That's just, I believe, WePlayRPGspodcast.com. Or you could just Google We Play RPGs. That would also work as well. I may or may not put links in the description. We'll find out. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Got to remember to save, cause if I don't, I'll lose all my progress. And now I'll see you soon in whatever next we find ourselves fitting to do. Bye bye now.